Friends, it is about 10 o'clock my time on Saturday night, so the night of the Eurovision 2022 Grand Final, and I am feeling inspired, just inspired, because I think today was a very exciting day for all of us. And so I wanted to do a video, first off, to show y'all that I'm still alive. And again, sorry I disappeared. I'm good at disappearing after around the beginning of April. Once we get the last song, usually the mental health tanks and we go away for a little while. But I wanted to do my top 10 moments from the grand final performances. So this won't include any green room moments, any host moments, but just from performances that I thought really stood out. So without further ado, let's get into it. And before I get into everything, I'm gonna try to keep my comments about overall placings and scores and things to a minimum as much as possible, because hopefully we'll get to talk about those in another video. But so my 10th favorite moment in the Eurovision 2022 Grand Final was Romania's performance, specifically when WRS, or is it URSS, danced with the woman and the man. They had a little duet. He had a duet with the woman and then the duet with the man. And I think the crowd really liked that too, especially in the semifinal. But I really like that because I'm like, yes, King, be you. Do you dance with that man? Absolutely. Love that. So that's my 10th favorite. My 9th favorite moment was Rock Stars, specifically the first 30 seconds to a minute of the song. I really liked the staging and how they crafted the intimacy on stage by placing the instruments and the production machines around him in a circle and had the camera kind of follow him as he went from one to the other. It really, like I said, created that intimacy that this song asks for. Now, did it translate? No, in terms of score, I'm saying, but I think it created that moment as it should have. The song just must not have resonated with enough people. 8th place is the teary conclusion of Didipta. I noticed that in both the semifinal and the grand final, once Steen got to the last chorus, you could hear in her voice that what this song meant to her. You could hear her kind of welling up, and it sounded like she could cry at any moment. Now, I don't know if this was, heightened for dramatic purposes or if she was really, trying to hold it together, but I think she struck the perfect balance of showing that emotion, but keeping the vocal tight. My 7th favorite moment from the Eurovision 2022 Grand Final is Lights Off. Do, 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 do. And when I say lights off, I mean specifically that moment where she said, turn the lights out, and then they turned the lights out. That was, I'll give it to her, that was probably the most creative use of something beyond the LEDs that anyone did. People did move about the stage. They went on the little bridge. They, Moldova lifted the things that I didn't even know could lift out of the floor. But they turned all the lights out in the venue in accordance with the song lyrics. And I really appreciated that. That was such a cool moment. And it was so creative to think that broadly. My 6th favorite moment, and this one, I kind of cheated, it's not actually a moment, but it was all of Spaceman. I was not checking for Spaceman as much as other people were. I heard the song, but I never reacted to the video. I hadn't seen too much from rehearsals, and so I was like, I don't know if I get it when people say it has winner potential. But when I saw it, I said, I get it now. I get it now. So very deserved. But all of Spaceman was a moment for me. I was sitting jaw to the floor through that. So very impressed. My 5th favorite moment from the Eurovision 2022 Grand Final is the climax high note of Die Together from Greece. This is kind of similar to Spaceman, where I was like, okay, I can see the winner vibe some people get from this at that note. And I think in the final, she hit it the most spot on, dead center of the pitch that like she ever has. And it sounded fantastic. And especially with the lighting and just with the camera pulling back, and she was like really into it. Like, saw those winter vibes, really loved that moment. My fourth favorite moment from the grand final of Eurovision 2022 is the intensity build toward the end of Incorpore Sano. Um, they did a lot of things with this song to address the difficulty in understanding that a lot of people expressed, myself included, from the national selection performance, including some strategically placed subtitles. But I really like what they did with the lights, specifically the red lights. When that intensity really started to build, the way that that conveyed the seriousness and the urgency of the topic at hand really, really captured me. And I was like, oh, shoot, 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 shoot. And then she just kind of ended it with that kind of stoic face, stoic voice that she is so good at doing in this song. My third favorite moment from the final was not the same, particularly when Sheldon was up on the peak and he removed his crown and he was singing it with his hand, doing the ad libs. Like, that song was such a grower for me because, again, I did not watch, is it Australia Decides? Is that what it's called? I have never watched Australia's selection all the way through. I'm sorry. I will try next year. But ever since I heard this song, but then heard the song live and heard how well he emotes, how he translates his emotion through the vocals, not just through the lyrics of the song. In this way, it's kind of similar to the Steen moment where you can feel the emotion, not only in the lyrics, but in the voice. You can feel how personal the song is. And so when he had that crown in hand and was just like singing to the peaks of the mountaintop, like, I was sold. My second favorite moment from the grand final was the bridge/climax of Sweden's song. You could tell that they put everything into this bridge climax, and it really heightened the intensity, much like Serbia's kind of bridge climax at the end. It really heightened the intensity of the emotion, especially with this song, which is about, like, I know that this love is about to go away. And I'm so sorry that it was the right one at the wrong time. Like when she sings, I'm about to lose the best I ever had. And then the pyro and the fireworks go boom, 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 and like almost blow the roof off the place. Like, that does so much to just really emphasize what she's saying. Really allow that text and the meaning, the import of the text to shine through. And then last, my very favorite moment in a performance of the grand final was, you might be able to guess, it was my friend Chanel's dance break. This dance break has been in the making for so long, and each and every time it's fantastic, but there was just something so perfect about it. Like, in this moment, everything coalesced and came together as it needed to like leave everyone with their jaws on the floor. The dance break was fantastic. It hit as hard as it needed to. I like that the backing dancers were also in on the dance break. They didn't do the full dance break with her, but in strategic moments, they would join in and then stop out. And then I also liked, even more generally, that Chanel was doing some interesting things with the choreography. Like, I remember, like, when she went over the knee. Remember the guy's knee and she kind of went over it? I think it was after the dance break. I don't know. But anyway, this was my favorite moment. I was waiting for it and I was not disappointed. So anyway, this is just a little fun video talking about my 10 favorite moments from the performances of the grand final at Eurovision 2022. But let me know some of your favorite moments from the performances of the grand final as well. I've tried to include some videos that'll probably be covered up since they're geo-blocked, but we'll see what I can do. If not, you'll know why. But anyway, hopefully we'll keep some videos coming with some sort of regularity. Won't make any promises because I've learned again and again and again that as soon as I promise something, my mind shuts down and says, nope, we cannot do this. I can't promise it. I just have to do it. I just have to do it and then say, here, I did this. So anyway, Let me know what you think. More videos to come whenever I'm able to do them. But anyway, thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you next time.